Over a decade after the events of the first film, the new film begins with Jake Sully narrating his simple and peaceful life as chief of the Omaticaya clan and raising a family with his wife Tari. His family includes his sons Netayam and Loak and his daughter Tuck, as well as his adopted daughter Kiri, born from Grace Augustine's comatose Navi Avatar, as well as a human boy named Spider. The son of Spider is able to be accepted by Jake as an adopted son, although Neytiri is extra cautious of him due to his human heritage. Jake is able to accept Spider. However, all of the children play together and get along with each other, especially Kiri and Spider, who are close to each other despite the fact that Spider is a human. Spider does not embrace his human origins and instead identifies more closely with the culture and customs of the Navi people. They were leading an ordinary existence until one day they happened to see an unusual star in the sky at night. They are shocked to learn that it is an RDA spaceship carrying humans who are returning to Pandora in order to populate the planet and construct a new main operations base yet again. Among the new arrivals in the ship is Colonel Quaritch, who has been cloned into a Navi body and with his memories uploaded from before his death. As a result of this, Quaritch is not able to recall the circumstances surrounding his death at the hands of Jake. Instead, he is only able to recall the events that occurred in the past and his vengeful goal to eliminate Jake. Jake is in charge of a strategic guerrilla operation against the RDA supply lines in order to reduce their strength and prevent any future attempts by the RDA to exploit Pandora. Loak, who disobeys Netayam and is anxious to prove himself, tries to assist Jake in battle during one of the operations, but he ends up getting wounded. Jake comes to his rescue and teaches him a lesson so that he won't put his own life in jeopardy by acting recklessly. That evening, when Neytiri was caring to Jake's wounds, she quietly reminded him not to be too hard on Loak. In response, Jake expressed his concern as a parent for the safety of his children. In the meantime, Quaritch's displeasure with the act of revenge on the RDA supply lines prompts him to launch a hunt for Jake with the intention of eliminating him. Jake's children, together with Spider, engage in some lighthearted adventuring and travel deeper into the tropical rainforest. Quaritch and his team are, unknown to them, in the same area researching the site where Quaritch gets to see his human remains. Quaritch is able to examine them. A perceptive Loak observes their presence and swiftly notifies his father Jake, who is made aware of the situation as a result of this information. Despite this, a skirmish occurs and Quaritch's squad captures Jake's children. Jake and Neytiri arrive just in time and save most of the hostages, but Quaritch manages to kidnap Spider because he knows that Spider is his son. On board the ship, the RDA makes an attempt to force Spider to disclose information about Jake by using threats and other intimidation tactics. Spider, however, refuses to comply. Of a shift in tactics, Quaritch refers to Spider as his son and offers to educate him about the Navi in exchange for his allegiance to Quaritch's cause and the freedom he enjoys. Spider teaches Quaritch on Navi culture, despite the fact that she is uncooperative and does not know what Quaritch's actual objective is. In addition, Quaritch has the ability to effectively tame an Ikran flying monster and use it as his vehicle. Jake convinces a reluctant Neytiri and his family to banish themselves from the Omaticaya clan and retreat to the eastern seaboard of Mekaina, a coral reef island whose clan and lifestyle is adapted to Pandora's aquatic environment. Jake does this knowing that Spider's knowledge of his whereabouts poses a danger to their safety and also to avoid another catastrophe. Jake hands the responsibility of being chief over to the person who will succeed him, and then he and his family travel to Mekaina. As soon as they arrived, they were met by the clan leader, Tonawari, and his wife, Ronal, who at first shown some suspicion about them. Jake, however, explains their situation, and as a result, they are let to stay and provided them shelter. In spite of the fact that some members of Jake's tribe laugh at him and his children because of their genetic human origin, the family is able to earn the respect of the reef people by learning their ways. While Loak makes friends with Saraya, the daughter of the clan leader Tonawari, and his wife Ronal, Kiri becomes fascinated with the marine life of Mekaina and forms a spiritual connection with the water and its inhabitants. In the process of adjusting to their new surroundings, Loak gets into a confrontation with Saraya's brother Anung when he makes an offensive joke about Kiri and Loak's mixed human and alien ancestry. Jake gives his son some advice about the way he should conduct himself. At Jake's insistence, Loek returns to apologize to Aonam and his friends. However, they entice him to a trip into the territory of a dangerous sea predator and leave him stranded as revenge. The dangerous sea predator makes an attempt to attack Loek. Nevertheless, Payakan, a Tulkun, an intelligent and peaceful type of cetacean that the Metkayina considered to be a member of their spiritual family, comes to Loek's rescue and becomes his friend. After learning about Aonam's behavior toward Loek, Chief Tonawari, who had been away from Metkayina, confronts the latter and requests that he apologize to Loek. On the other hand, Loek takes the guilt on himself, which ultimately results in Aonam becoming his friend. Additionally, it is conveyed to him that Payakan is considered an outcast among his kind. While this is going on, Kiri travels to a branch of the Tree of Souls in order to join up with it and meet her mother. However, she has a terrible seizure while she is there. Ronal is the one who ends up healing her, but Quaritch is able to follow Jake and Norm Spellman and Max Patil all the way to the Archipelago, where the reef people reside even after Ronal has done his job. He takes Spider along with him as he takes control of a whaling vessel that is hunting Tulkuns in order to extract the brain enzymes of the Tulkuns for use in the production of anti-aging treatments. Quaritch gives orders to the whaling crew to wantonly kill the Tulkuns in the hopes of coercing Jake out of hiding, so that he can be questioned by the indigenous tribes who are being mercilessly questioned about Jake's location. Loek establishes a mental connection with Payakan and discovers that the Tulkun was exiled because he violated the customs of his race by attacking the whalers who were responsible for the death of his mother. As soon as the Metkayina find out about the killing of the Tulkun, Loek, Saraya, and Aonam, three of Loek's siblings, go off to alert Payakan. They come upon Payakan being pursued by the whalers, and Quaritch manages to take Loek, Kiri, and Tup prisoner. Jake, Neytiri, and the Metkayina decided to confront the humans when they realized that their young were in danger. Quaritch tries to force Jake to give up, but when Payakan saw that his soul brother was in danger, he attacked the whalers. This started a conflict that resulted in the deaths of most of the crew and caused the ship to sustain significant damage, which led to its sinking. Nitayam rescues Loek and Spider, but is fatally shot. Jake has a fight with Quaritch, who is holding Kiri as a prisoner. When Neytiri does the same act with Spider, Quaritch first refuses to acknowledge his son as his heir. However, he changes his mind after Neytiri cuts Spider in the chest. Jake, Quaritch, Neytiri, and Tuck end up trapped inside the sinking vessel. Jake strangles Quaritch into unconsciousness and is rescued by Loek and Payakan, and Kiri summons sea creatures to help her save Neytiri and Tuck. Spider finds and rescues Quaritch, but leaves him due to his cruelty towards the Na'vi and putting his goal to kill Jake's family over being his father and becoming a good man, leading him back to rejoin Jake's family. After Nitayam's funeral, Jake and his family decide to stay with the Metkayina permanently. That's all for this video. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notifications if you want to receive more videos like this. Until then, travel and see more.